What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Fireside Giants. I'm your host, Anthony Rivardo, and today going to be recapping day 8 of New York Giants training camp. Now, I know you guys are used to me posting these pretty much immediately after practice ends, but unfortunately, immediately after practice ended today, I had to head to Newark and fly. Had to catch a flight. So sorry about that, a late upload, and it's going to be a quick one because it's so late. Just want to get this out for you guys and know there's an expectation for me to recap every practice, and I want to make sure that I hold that promise to all of you. Now, first and foremost, before I dive into today's practice and give you guys my takeaways, I just want to say shout out to everybody who came up to me at training camp. I was there the last 2 days with Alex. I met a lot of you, really appreciated meeting a lot of you. It's really awesome, really humbling, and a big thank you to Taylor for sending Alex and I those 2 tickets for those 2 days of training camp practice. Love the Fireside Giants community. Thank you guys. Really do appreciate you and hope to meet you guys at many more events coming soon throughout the rest of the season and so on and so forth. Really looking forward to it. But anyway, let's go ahead and dive into today's training camp standouts. Let's start by talking about Malik Nabers and Russell Wilson. Once again, back at it, looking special. There was a pass today from Russell Wilson where he threw it before Nabers even came out of his break. Nabers turns around, stumbling. Ball is already there waiting for him. He catches it, scores a touchdown, gets 2 feet in bounds in the end zone. It was a hell of a throw. It was a hell of a catch. And this is consistent. Every single practice, we are seeing these guys connect for big touchdowns. And it doesn't matter who's guarding Leak because nobody can truly guard Leak. Giants have a lot of young talent on this team, and that's going to come up again here when we talk about this guy, Abdul Carter. But yeah, just want to make that point. Russell Wilson and Nabers, we've talked a lot about their chemistry. Their timing is really starting to show up. The anticipation with which Russell Wilson is throwing the ball before Nabers comes out of these breaks, throwing the ball, really impressive stuff. Now, Russ didn't have his best practice today. He threw a couple of interceptions, one of them to Tyler Nubin. Nubin could have had 2. One of them he landed out of bounds. To Russell Wilson's credit, it was on a 4th and long in a 2-minute drill. It was essentially a Hail Mary that he threw into the back of the end zone. Nubin came down with the interception, but out of bounds. But only a few plays later, Russell Wilson tried to force a pass down the left sideline, and Nubin picked that one off. It was a really athletic grab as well. Tyler Nubin's made a lot of plays on the ball this summer, showing great ball skills, making some interceptions, 2 picks essentially today, really only 1 counted, but a lot of great plays from the second-year safety who looks primed for a breakout. Another interception that Russell Wilson threw, Dane Belton jumped a route on the left sideline and took it to the house. And it was really awesome for a few reasons. Number one, I really like Dane Belton. And I'm really happy that he's out there. He got some first-team reps, and he got a pick, and he took it to the house. That's awesome to see him get a pick 6. But number 2, it was the way the team reacted. All of the defenders running down the field with him, and the sideline as well. Jameis Winston running down the sideline to go celebrate with Dane Belton in the end zone for his pick 6. That's awesome. We've heard a lot about the different vibe for the Giants this year at the facility and during training camp. I hadn't personally experienced that yet, not being at the training camp facilities, but being there last 2 days, I can definitely confirm to you guys who haven't been there, the vibe is different. There is a different swagger, a personality, and a confidence to this team right now, and it's really palpable and very exciting to experience. So if you haven't been to training camp, but you're planning on going, get excited because it's going to be fun, and you're going to feel that newfound energy that the New York Giants have. It's really great stuff. So love seeing the team and just the energy that they have. Now let's talk about this menace over here, Abdul Carter. I didn't see him lose a single rep today in one-on-ones. He dominated every single rep. He won every single rep, yes, but he dominated every single rep. It was unbelievable. He is something else, guys. Like, he truly is a special, freakish talent, and I can't wait to watch him play this season. And what I'll say as well, not only does he win these reps, but after he wins the reps, he lets everybody know that he won the reps, right? Like, he runs around, he celebrates, he showboats, and he's confident. And I think that's a big deal. You've got good pass rushers and you've got great pass rushers. The good pass rushers don't have the demeanor of the great pass rushers, but Abdul Carter has the demeanor of the great pass rushers. So really, I can't say it enough. You see him on the practice film and the highlights, see him in person. It truly is something different with Abdul Carter and the way that he moves. Just a very special player. Talking about that offensive line, they got worked throughout those one-on-one periods. One-on-one periods ended, and the entire offensive line had to do push-ups, along with offensive line coach Carmen Brasillo. Not the best day for the offensive line in the one-on-ones. Burns got by a few times. Thibodeau, though, did have a very poor rep. Not trying to criticize him here, but just trying to tell you what I saw and tell it matter-of-factly. He had one rep where he was pass rushing against James Hudson. I mean, he did not get his pad level low enough. His pad level was way too high. He got stonewalled by Hudson, and Hudson let him know it. Hudson also playing with that confidence and telling people when he wins a rep. So I liked that from Hudson. Didn't love that rep from Thibodeau, but again, it's only one rep. But that's the report. Offensive, defensive line. Sorry, guys, trying to get through this quick because it is 8:30 on a Friday night, and I'm trying to celebrate International Beer Day. But next, Evan Neal didn't have his best day today. I've been praising him in recent episodes. Had a lot of praise for him in yesterday's episode because he had a couple of key blocks. Today, not his best practice. Wound up on the ground a lot, especially during team drills. We talk about the guard position and how it suits him well. At guard, though, you got to be powerful and you got to get to the second level. Hard to get to the second level if you keep face planting at the first level. And unfortunately, that happened a number of times today for Evan Neal. He was on the ground way too much. He got completely leveled by Bobby Okereke on one rep. And then another rep, he just kind of missed the block and tripped over himself. Not the best day for Evan Neal. A little bit of coming back to earth. Wasn't the worst day. He did have some wins. I'm not going to act like he was constantly getting beat up like we've seen from him in the past. But again, just a little bit more of an up and down day with the pads back on. Good day yesterday. Pads were off. Today, pads on. Not the best day. Cam Scadaboo left practice. He didn't practice yesterday. They had the day off Wednesday. Tuesday, he had a big practice. We all talked about that, and we're excited. Didn't practice yesterday. Today, tried to practice. Clearly, there is some sort of injury. The Giants are not revealing details, but he's dealing with something. He had to leave with the trainers and did not return. Thomas Fidone, rookie 7th-round pick, also left with the trainers at some point during practice, did not return. So we will be monitoring that, and I will let you guys know more as we get more information. Trying to think what else. Jackson Dart made a really nice throw today. Abdul Carter jumped off sides, so it was a free play. He bought some time, rolled to his left, threw to his right across his body for a big gain downfield. I actually think it ended up being a touchdown. So that was a nice play from Jackson Dart. I really like these undrafted rookie wide receivers the Giants have. Montrell Washington keeps making plays delivered by Jackson Dart. Bo Collins keeps earning first-team reps. And guys, Bo Collins is a tireless worker. He did not take a single second to rest when the team wasn't practicing in team drills. He was off at the side practicing as a gunner. Really like this kid and his work ethic. He's going to be definitely in contention to make a roster spot. And Dalen Cambry as well had some first-team reps, had some receptions. Another guy who has special teams experience. He was an All-American special teams player. He's also competing for one of these roster spots. And then today, the big standout was number 33 cornerback Williams. I think it's D. Williams. Correct me if I'm wrong, but he had 2 interceptions and I want to say 4 pass breakups. He played out of his mind. He picked off Russell Wilson. He picked off Jameis Winston. He was all over the ball today, and that's been a trend. 33 on Thursday and Friday was just flat out making plays. So keep an eye on him as a sleeper in this Giants secondary. But yeah, essentially, I think that's all of the major takeaways that I had. I guess another one, those pre-snap penalties have persisted. And Brian Dable today, somebody had a false start. He ripped that offensive lineman off the field, sent them out, and put another one in. And I like that. That discipline is important, and it needs to be the standard. So those are the major takeaways that I had from today's practice. Again, a padded practice. One last takeaway. I'm sorry. This one just rolled into my mind. Tommy DeVito had probably 10 passing attempts, completed one of them. He was really bad today. I think when those waves of cuts start to come in, unfortunately, I am not totally certain that Tommy DeVito is going to last long here at Giants training camp. The reps that he's getting could probably be better utilized by giving them to Jackson Dart or Russ, honestly, or even Winston. Tommy's not going to make this roster, and at this point, it is starting to feel like they're wasting the reps on him because he's really been struggling at training camp. Just hasn't looked like an NFL quarterback, to be completely honest. I think you guys know I love my boy, Tommy Cutlets. But I'm going to wrap up the takeaways there. Just about 10 minutes of takeaways. Just wanted to quickly hit you guys with it. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you to everybody once again who came up and said what's up to me at training camp. I will see you guys at future events as well. And of course, let you guys know whenever we're setting up those events right here on Fireside Giants. Make sure you leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, ring the bell, comment your thoughts, all that fun stuff. I'll catch you on the next one. Have a good one. And let's go New York Giants.
Perfect.